Rodney, the team really took care of business at number 1 and number 2 doubles for the second day in a row, and you were able to really jump on them early in singles play. Did earning the doubles point give the team the morale boost that it needed to get the good start in singles?
Well, we realized that South Carolina plays such great doubles. And, Kevin has done such a great job with their doubles teams and their formations. And they've been very successful in their doubles. And so we knew that we had to come out and play really well in doubles. So we felt like that would help our momentum. They came back at 3 against us, and I thought their 3 team did a really good job and finished up. And then it was just a bit of a battle at 2. I mean, our 1 team is 13 in the country. It's played well all year, and I thought they played one of their better matches today. But the 2 match was really, really, really close, and I think we were down 3-1, love 40 at one point, and we were able to kind of scrape our way back in it and win at the finish line. But, they play such great doubles, and you have to play such disciplined doubles against them because they do such a great job.
The team, they've already accomplished so much this season, going 11-3 in ACC play and now winning an NCAA regional. Have you had time to take pride in what's been accomplished, or are you still primarily looking forward to the future?
I am so pleased, as I said yesterday. We at one stage were 6-5, and it didn't look like we may not have a chance to make a regional. We make the NCAA tournament. But then, I sat the girls down. I said, listen, look at who we've played already. We played Georgia. We played Ohio State. We played LSU at the time, and they were 9 in the country. I mean, we had already played 4 teams in the top 10. And so I said, we haven't played as well. We've done okay. We're going into the heat of the ACC schedule, and we need to just play our games and relax and get out there and do the things that we've been doing in practices. We're having really good practices and not really playing as well as we needed to. And so I think we did a really good job doing the ACC season. It's a tough grind as is the SEC, as I'm sure Kevin will tell you from the SEC. I mean, every week you have to play somebody nasty, on Friday and Sunday. I mean, it's brutal. And so you're not able to come through unscathed, but you do the best you can each match to prepare. And we were able to put some good matches together. And I thought we played really well at the end of the year. But I thought the biggest match for us this year, where we started to turn a corner, we lost to Georgia at home 4-2, but we played really, really, really well in singles. And that was the beginning of us really starting to turn and start playing a lot better. Because I thought that we played well against a bunch of teams. Against North Carolina, I thought we played well. We had chances, I thought, to win. We lost to Miami 4-2 at the ACC tournament. And we were in one match we lost, we were up a set in the break. And the other match that was still on, we were up. So we had chances against them as well. So Miami's very, very good. I think they're 6 or 7 in the country. So I know that, we played tough against some top teams. We've beaten some top teams. We beat Duke and we beat Virginia. Which both teams of those teams are hosting. And so I knew that we've played well. But again, you're coming into South Carolina, and they are tough here at home. I mean, if you ask any team in the SEC, this is one of the least places they want to come to because the crowd is so good and they're well prepared. Kevin does a great job with their team. And, it's going to be rough. And it's hot as well here. I'll say that. It's very, very hot. And I just also want to thank the University of South Carolina staff here for doing such a great job hosting. They've done a phenomenal job, and they've been so kind to us as we've come in to make sure we have everything that we need. And the facility obviously is amazing. I know they're going to put some new indoor courts in soon, and I honestly think they could host an NCAA tournament because they have such great support and such great facilities here, and they do such a great job. So it was great for us to be here.
Okay, the team, they seem to be clicking at the right time. What do you think that can be attributed to?
I think we've just been through so many battles. I mean, we've just been through so many difficult matches. I mean, you win some of them and you lose some of them. And sometimes the ones you lose, you learn more from. And I think the thing we were able to do was that when it didn't go as well and we didn't win, we didn't go away from each other. But the girls moved closer to each other. And they hugged each other and they said, hey, we can do it. And they stuck together even when we didn't play as well or things didn't go our way. And I think that helps because you have a cohesiveness and a bond so that when things are going well, you can feel the momentum from one match to the next. And you could see, they are playing for each other. And that's what I think is the most special part. They play for each other. They genuinely like each other. The only bad thing is they're really loud when they're together. So it's kind of annoying. We went to dinner last night and we almost got put out of a restaurant. They're so loud because they're just so silly. But, I mean, I'd like that better than them not liking each other. I mean, and they have fun together, and that makes it fun. And so it's been an enjoyable year, and we look forward to going to Tulsa and doing the best that we can. But obviously kudos to South Carolina. I think they had a phenomenal year, and Kevin and their assistant coach have just done a phenomenal job with their program, especially because they're like us. They play in a tough conference, and so it's hard to really get going when you're looking. I mean, for them, you got to look at Georgia and Florida and those teams all the time, and we got to look at Duke, Carolina, and Miami all the time. But they're definitely a team on the rise, and I think they're a team that's going to be everyone's going to have to look out for in the future, because I think they have a reasonably young team, just kind of like us. I mean, our 1, 2, 3 are all. None are not graduating. I think our 1 and 2 are going to be juniors, and our 3 it will be a senior. So we're pretty young from that sense as well, and they're young as well. So hopefully we're both teams get to host next year, and I hope we don't have to see them again anytime soon.
The top of the lineup was dominant today, to say the least. How proud were you of Johnny's, Page, and Rashida today?
At different times they've played pretty amazing tennis. I mean, Janice had a win over Stephanie Wagner from Miami, who's 6 or 7 in the country, and she beat her up. I mean, she beat her up pretty good. She played up pretty amazing. And then Paige played against Julia Baba when we played Virginia, and she beat her up pretty good. And then Rashida's been playing really, really well. So our 1, 2, 3 has been doing a good job. Truthfully, where we've been our toughest is 4, 5, and 6, and that's also where South Carolina's been winning 4, 5, and 6. So I knew it was going to get a little hairy. Especially if we didn't win doubles, because they're good at 4, 5, and 6, and we feel like we're pretty good down there as well. So I was just pleased with the top of the lineup, and I thought that our 5, Alexis did a great job as well. And Natasha, the match was going on, but I mean, our 6 was doing a good job as well. So, it's what I tell them is that you have to find a hero each day. I mean, it's not going to be the same person every time. Someone else has got to come up. I mean, Alexis has clinched matches. I think she clinched the match the other day against Princeton, and Rashida's clinched before, and Janice has clinched, and Paige has clinched. So, I mean, it just takes a different person each time to be able to get it done. And we're just fortunate today that our top played really, really well. And our bottom was able to stabilize and keep the match going long enough for them to be able to finish.
What advice are you going to give to the team in the lead up to the Tulsa?
To be truthful, it's I was a little concerned coming in because we have a 3-week break, and then obviously we had finals, and finals at Georgia Tech are really, really tough. And so our girls had to take a lot of time off in preparation for finals. And so I was just concerned if we were going to be really ready to play as well as we had been playing, because we were playing so well going into the end of the year, and all of a sudden it just kind of stopped. And then we had like 3 weeks where we had to wait and take finals and try to practice around finals and try to get ready. And I thought the girls did a good job getting ready. But now we've got to take a little bit of time off and then get back to Atlanta, practice, and just try to get ready to play our best out there in Tulsa.